Well, as far as I remember, they said that if we stop buying avocado toast, everything should be fine, right?
People have now got the prospect of never owning a home.
Absolutely, when you're spending $40 a day on smashed avocado and coffee.
Yep, I do like my avocado toast. I also like my gadgets, my social media, my travel, and my fancy cappuccinos, but I also intend on buying a house someday. So whenever I really crave avocado toast, I can also make it at home. And I can make it extra fancy, and there's nothing fancier than adding truffles to an avocado salad. But before we get into our toppings, we need to make our delicious avocado salad first. We start by selecting a couple of ripe avocados, scooping out their flesh, and adding half a teaspoon of ground pepper, 1 teaspoon of sweet chili powder, and some salt. I know there's a million ways of making an avocado salad, but I like smashing mine using a potato masher for a chunkier texture, and then adding some quartered cherry tomatoes, some really finely diced red onion, some green chili pepper if you like it spicier, fresh cilantro, and of course, to top it off, a generous squeeze of lemon. Mix it all together, add some olive oil and seasoning to taste, and our salad is done. Do you have an absolutely different recipe for an avocado salad? Please share it in the comments below, and also if you're at it, please like and subscribe. Let's get on with it. So, with our salad now prepared, it's time to make your toast. For this recipe, I'm using freshly baked bread from my bread machine. If you're interested, you can go and check out that recipe in the corner. You can use any type of bread that you like, but what's most important is that you melt a generous amount of butter and toast the bread until it's nice, crispy, and golden. And now it's time to finally introduce our contestants. First up, we have a white truffle oil from Urbani. This one contains olive oil, white truffle, and white truffle aroma. Next, we have a summer truffle puree from an Italian brand called Truffle. This puree is made of 85% summer truffles and olive oil. And finally, we have our whole summer truffles from the same brand. They're preserved in a brine of water and salt. Before spreading any of these amazing condiments on our toast, I want to try them because this is the oil we normally use in the kitchen. It's natural. It has, let's see, olive oil, wild truffle, and some aroma. So I guess it's partially natural. It has amazing flavor. We tried so many different types of oil before we chose this one. Most of them have this really synthetic aroma, which I really don't like, and it overpowers anything you're preparing. But this one actually has a very gentle aroma, and it adds a huge amount of flavor with just a few drops. Usually I use the cap to measure, and we really like it. But for today's experiment, we decided to try 2 additional types of truffle. This one is summer oil and 85% truffle. So this is 85% ground up truffle. Never tried this one before. Oh my God, this is so much stronger. It's just, right?
Ooh.
So this is black truffle. This one is white truffle. Usually it's more aromatic, but this one is really strong. I think it's going to pack up a huge amount of flavor and make our toast fantastic. And the last one, and this is something really special. I actually never tried this, so this is the first time I'm trying this with you on camera. Maybe I've tried this in a restaurant, but never tried this at home. Actually, it smells like nothing. No smell.
True.
So these are whole summer truffles, black truffles. My question is, after all, is the oil just the best option for a home cook, or is any of these fancier options is the preferred one when you're making homemade dishes? So let's go ahead. With the premise of the experiment set, it's time to spread some avocado on each toast and add the toppings. The difference in aroma is immediately noticeable. The avocado oil and the puree have a really strong scent, while the aroma of the brined truffle is less pronounced. Also, we were so excited to try all of them out that we forgot to check our microphones, so I will be recording voiceover over the rest of the footage. First up is our white truffle oil. The flavor is really strong, and I'm not really sure if it's due to the white truffle or the additional aroma that they added. However, it's really well balanced, it really works with the dish, and that's pretty much the basic thing that we usually cook with, so I'm really curious to see how it compares to the other options. Next, we tried the truffle puree. I was really excited to try this one as it smelled amazing when we opened it, and thankfully the flavor did not disappoint. It was more subtle, possibly due to the milder flavor of summer truffles, but it goes really well with the richness of the avocado. And finally, we're going to try the whole truffles and brine. Now, I was a bit worried about this one at this stage. I did read that it's recommended to slightly cook the shavings in truffle oil before serving, but I really don't think that's fair for a comparison. And unfortunately, the flavor of these truffles was very mild and almost undetectable. The texture is a bit wet and soggy, and the flavor doesn't really do much for the dish. So, with that one being out of the equation, we decided to go in for a second bite, and without any doubt, we have unanimously agreed that the truffle puree is the clear winner. It's like choosing between a steak and a hot dog. Sure, both are delicious, but one is just a little bit more fancy. And in the meanwhile, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!